Beneath the layers of history lies a shadow, a grim testament to human cruelties and resilience. This shadow, cast by the transatlantic slave trade, spanned over 4 centuries and left profound scars on humanity. While records and remnants of this period exist, the true cost, the human cost, echoes in the lives of those who endured the harrowing journey across the seas. The transatlantic slave trade was more than just a horrific chapter in history. It was a multi-generational tragedy that tore apart societies. From the late 15th century until the mid-19th century, millions of Africans were forcibly taken from their homelands, captured through violence or deceit. These men, women, and children were stripped of their freedom, rights, and identities. They were treated as commodities rather than as fellow human beings, valued not for their humanity, but for the labor they could provide. Imagine the terror of the Middle Passage, the brutal voyage across the Atlantic Ocean, packed into the dark, suffocating holds of ships. Enslaved Africans faced unimaginable conditions, chained together, deprived of adequate food and water. Their cries and moans were drowned by the relentless sea. Disease and despair claimed many lives before even reaching the supposed New World. For those who survived, a life of forced labor and oppression awaited, far from home and kin. The economic engine of the transatlantic trade enriched empires, but devastated cultures and communities. Entire societies in Africa were destabilized. As one kingdom rose to power through collaboration with slavers, another crumbled, driven to desperation and war. This chaotic reshuffling of power dynamics had lasting effects, still felt in the cultural and political landscapes of modern Africa. The Americas, the human cost was equally staggering. On plantations, enslaved Africans worked from dawn to dusk under the searing sun. They toiled in fields of sugar, tobacco, and cotton, crops that fueled the wealth of European powers and their burgeoning economies. Families were torn apart at auction blocks, where individuals were sold like livestock to the highest bidder. Yet amidst this brutal system, resilience surfaced. Enslaved people created families, preserved traditions, and resisted their oppressors whenever they could, harnessing strength from their shared suffering and hope for freedom. The abolition of the slave trade did not mark the end of suffering. The legacies of this period, a history of racial discrimination and inequality, continue to shape societies around the world. The struggle for civil rights and social justice is a testament to the enduring impact of slavery's shadow, as communities strive for recognition, equality, and reconciliation. In remembering the transatlantic slave trade, we are compelled to confront the depths of human cruelty, but also to acknowledge the incredible resilience and strength of those who endured it. Their stories serve as a powerful reminder, urging us to learn from the past and strive for a future defined by empathy, justice, and equality for all. In reflection, the shadows cast by the transatlantic slave trade linger, urging us to remember, to honor, and to never forget the human cost of this dark chapter in history. As we continue to explore and unpack these shadows, we carry forward the hopes and dreams of those who suffered. Cast by the transatlantic slave trade linger, urging us to remember,